Welcome back to the show. Crash and Eddie are back. You guys thought you were going to get rid of us, but we're back, and apparently there's a huge giveaway. Crash has been contacted from Brad Garlinghouse directly, and he's giving away a ton of XRP. So, Crash, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. I'm excellent. Yeah, I'm so excited. I want to share this. It's a XRP and Ripple are giving away 100,000 XRP, and if you can see on your screen, we're going to show you why it's a scam.
Looks like it's actually 100 million.
Oh, 100 million. Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, what's up with this, man? We want in on this.
You would think so. I mean, it sounds really good. Somebody put together a really good fake site here. One of my close crypto friends sent me a message in Signal and said, "Hey, did you see this? You gonna sign up for this? You gonna participate?" And I said, "Well, let me take a look at it first." And the first thing I did is I looked at the URL, and it says givexrp22.org, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like any kind of URL that Ripple would use.
Yeah.
And then, so the next thing I did is I looked and I said, well, I looked at the different things on here and I said, well, there's no contact information whatsoever. There's no owner of the site. There's no contact me or any way of contacting anybody through this. And what was the other thing? You see anything else that jumps out at you?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of outdated. Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple believes that XRP will hit $10 by the end of 2021.
Oh,
So,
right.
and then you
Yeah.
have like the dots on the top. You can tell it's kind of foreign.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that overseas do a lot. A lot of these scams are from overseas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want to click on some of this stuff, but I'm not doing it because
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
yeah, that's the key to the audience. Of course, this is not financial advice, but don't ever click on anything.
Okay, then the next thing I read is where it says fundamental rules. See that?
The rules on top, I see. I can't scroll down. Where are you seeing fundamental rules?
Right below where it says to participate.
Oh, I can't go down. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay,
All
fundamental
right,
rules.
read those fundamental rules.
To
You'll be like,
participate, you just need to send from 5,000 XRP to a million XRP. You choose the number to the
uh-huh.
contribution address, and we will immediately send you back 10,000 to 2 million XRP times two. You're going to double your money to the address you sent from. Well, glory be.
All you gotta do is send us some XRP. That's it, and you're
Yeah,
in
that.
like Flynn.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I thought that was a good example to share with people because lots and lots and lots, millions of people probably have been scammed by things like this. I've come very close to it. I've come down to the last click and something stopped me. But boy, it's
Right.
if you're in the wrong state of mind or you're distracted or something like that, you can see these things. You think they're legitimate, and you move forward and you read. It sounds so good. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna do that right now.
Right.
I'm gonna get it done. Get it done. Oh, it says waiting for payment.
Yeah, there are so many scams going on, people, more than ever, and as the value of crypto increases over time, it's just going to continue. So be very careful. OpenSea just got hacked for 1.7 million, right? That was like over the
Yep.
weekend.
And how did the scammers get information for that?
I think that was a phishing attack, and they said that you had to put in your keywords for your wallet,
Yeah,
and then
so
that's how they
everybody
got it.
just remember everybody, if you got keywords for a wallet or any kind of passcode to get into an account, you never ever ever share that with anybody. No, all these companies know that they are not allowed. They don't want to ask. They will never ask you for that information. That's your private keys. And if
Yeah.
somebody's asking for that, the red flags in your head better be going sky high.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll get in between you and the legit customer service. They'll take over that conversation and then be like, "Oh, okay, we'll figure it out, but we need your keys to do it." So, and then put in your passphrase, your keywords, and it's over, man. They're in and they
Bye
just take
bye.
your money, and it's quick. It's instant.
Yep.
So be careful, people. Crash, let's take a look at the markets. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's been a beautiful 2 months, man. It's buy, buy, buy all this time.
yeah,
If I just had the money to buy.
right. Market cap's at about 1.73, so they say it's been a bloodbath and that, but honestly, it's still almost 2 trillion, and at times it has been. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Bitcoin's 38,200.
Mm-hmm.
XRP 75 cents. You can just go down the list. This is Coin Market Cap, of course. Stuff's it's come back a little bit, but nothing crazy. Not like those numbers a few years ago when it was, you know,
Right.
so
I
cheap.
remember. Let's see. What is um, how's Gala doing? I thought that was pretty positive and not real long term, but short term.
Gala's 23
Oh,
23.95, just under 24 cents.
well, I see what I'm looking at is the 30-day number, and it's 30 in the last month. It's up 34, 37, 38% in the last month.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean it went down to 18, but I mean, that's one of those in a lot of these. They're up, anywhere from 10x to 100x over the last few years. And sure they pull back, but they have a new base. And I think with your quality cryptos, that's what it's going to be, and eventually
Yeah.
the crap is going to get weeded out. So,
Right. Well, I mean, you look at the 1 year number on Gala. You know what that is? 1,288%.
yeah, so that's a 12x, right? Yeah, 13x
Yeah.
almost. That's pretty.
Yeah.
People can live with that. And we're gonna talk more about Gala, you guys, because we are a little bit more involved with it. So we're gonna uncover some things for you as far as like play to earn and the metaverse and nodes
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Because it's pretty interesting, and you kind of got to pick your ecosystems, right? And we've kind of picked ours. We have
Mm-hmm.
different ones. Crash is kind of becoming a Bitcoin expert. He's into some Ethereum too, and we're into
Yeah, and
Gala.
I like the decentralized platforms that are completely anonymous um, and shielded, so you can actually store your cryptocurrency on there, and it's not on a blockchain.
What's the
Um,
top one of that, Crash, that you're following? What's the top ecosystem for that you follow the most? Not the best, but
um,
just that you're most into.
Incognito.
Okay.
So yeah, it's Incognito Wallet, and it's interesting.
Is that a coin then? Is that INCO?
Its coin is PRV, privacy
Okay,
coin,
PRV.
but you're not going to find it on any exchanges. It's internal.
Incognito, right?
Yeah.
And it really does. I see, a lot of people in the XRP community, like some of the deep divers that are more into the tech
Mm-hmm.
side of stuff, they've said And even David Schwartz, I think, has implied that these exchanges are going to go away, and your wallet is going to kind of become an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
I
that
think
might be the
it's
case.
yeah. You mean if having custody of your own assets is important, which it is, that is the way it needs to go.
Yeah, but
The
even
other
like
the other one
when you want to
the
sell
other
it, you don't have to move it onto exchange, sell it on exchange, move it off. I
yeah, you'll
think
be able to
that's
move it right off of your wallet. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's where this
Or,
is going to go. These exchanges
yeah.
are they're just
Yeah.
hacking paradises for one.
Yeah. The other privacy wallet that I really like and I've used, and both of them I've had periods where I was just I was nervous and pulled assets off of them. The other one is Haven Protocol, Haven, and that's a very secure one. It's well, I say that, but they got hacked about a year ago. Yeah, but they refunded all the money and stuff, and they've regrouped the whole thing. But it's really interesting as well. Those are the two that I pay most attention to.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna follow that stuff. You guys are gonna be forced to follow what we follow. But if you want to look into something, drop us a note. Drop us
Yeah,
give us a
yeah.
comment, and we definitely read all your comments, and we will talk about those as we go along too. So,
Yeah, just long as they're not centralized, I'll take a look at them.
right,
If they require KYC, I probably won't look at them.
right. So getting back to Gala for a second, so they have their flagship game is Townstar, right? And they
Yeah.
have the Townstar token, and that
Do do
thing
do.
has gotten hammered. We're at 12, little over 12 cents. And
Oh,
I
on Town
noticed,
Coin?
yeah, on Town Coin, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's come back. I mean, first of all, you got to keep in mind this coin has been around for, I guess it's been,
Not even a year. Not a
yeah,
year.
it's
Less than a year.
yeah, we're October that it came out. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the chart. It's gone all the way up. It's kind of come back to where it was. They're tweaking a lot of stuff with the games, with this game, and it's interesting because they have literally brought in like 5 economists, and they have an economic team over there because each one of these games and these node platforms are considered, really you're creating an economy. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where this is going. So they're going to see the reality is like the top. Did you listen to that AMA at all, Crash? Did you get a chance to or not
Yeah,
yet?
I did, but I don't recall. I listened probably half of it, or
Okay.
maybe even more. But yeah, it was really interesting. But I can't
Yeah.
recall. It was 2 weeks ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. So near the end, they get into some of the numbers of Townstar, which is interesting because they have about 40,000 people globally that play that. It's pretty small. I mean, all things considered, that play that game to earn. So you're not doing there's 2 ways to play it, with a contest or play to earn, where you put NFTs in, you earn daily for getting your points.
Right.
And they have the top 500 of that 35 or 40,000 are the top earners, and they get
Mm-hmm.
anywhere from like 2,000 coins a day up to 20,000 coins a day.
Yeah, I did hear that when I
Yeah.
was listening to that. That was amazing.
Yeah, and these guys
I'm,
are whales. I mean, they're literally making over $1 million a year on this game, and of course, all they're doing is dumping the coin. So now
yeah.
Gala doesn't get into any kind of this stuff. They don't talk about what they're doing, but basically, they're going to build staking into this, especially for the large players. The early
Mm-hmm.
players, they want to be for everyone, so that early
Right.
people that don't have a ton of money can make money too. And there's examples of that happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with everything in crypto in general and in Gala, the earlier you're in, the more you're going to make. It's just that simple. You know, like
Are you pounding your fist? Are you that adamant about it? You sound like Rush
am it,
Limbaugh. You
am
sound
it.
like you sound like Rush Limbaugh.
Well, you see the
Or
early
he'd ruffle.
players,
Remember,
man. It's sick, man. It's
remember
sick.
he'd do this too. He'd
Really?
ruffle his papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so, anyways, it's interesting. We're gonna keep following that. They got another one. In fact, let's go there just for a quick second.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Town Star, and it's a it's fun. B, it's intellectually stimulating. Because you're calculating all these different pieces of your economy and trying to
Right.
balance them. You know,
Right.
and
Yeah,
then
I had a friend call
you
me an
build up money.
hour.
You build up money, and what do you want to spend it on? That's going to be most efficient to get you the most stars or whatever you
Right.
would. You know, it's
Yeah. Yeah, I had a friend call me like an hour before the game, and they're like, I can't get my everything's running, but I'm not producing oil. I'm like, well, what's going on? What are you missing? It's the water's not coming in. Well, what's going on with your water? Well, it's producing, and I'm like, well, figure it out. You know, you have to actually figure this stuff out. That's how
mm-hmm.
they make it.
Yeah,
You know, and it sounds like they're going to
yeah.
continue to make it not not hugely difficult, but it's a game and it's going to be
You,
competitive, and they're going to continue to evolve and make it so that
yeah,
you have to do something. You don't just go in and collect tokens. You know,
yeah. Oh,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
for sure. I mean, you can if you're really, really good at it. You can get things set up where it's just automated.
Right,
But
it's pretty
it's very
quick. You don't
hard.
have to spend hours. They don't want you
Yeah,
making it spending. It defeats the purpose if you also have to go in for 8 hours to make $50 too. You know,
yeah,
goes
right.
both ways. But
Yeah.
But
Well,
Mirandus is coming out pretty soon. Now their token is getting ready to come out, I think. We'll see. It's supposed to be Materium, and this will be another interesting game. So we're gonna look at some of these games as they come out or as they get close, and there's news on it and stuff. We'll keep you guys informed because it's a very interesting ecosystem. The other latest thing they just came out with
hey
is
Eddie, are you
music.
supposed to? Are you trying to put that on the screen? Because there's nothing on the screen.
There isn't.
No,
What?
my. I don't,
You don't
did you
see?
have Townstar up or anything?
No, I just went to the website.
Oh no, it's not on there. I mean, it just says PF. It must be your girlfriend or something.
Hold on here, people.
Yeah.
So they're into music. They brought in Snoop Dogg. They got just an unbelievable amount of stuff going on. So we're gonna kind of follow this and see how everything goes, and kind of just keep you posted on that and bring you interesting news about
Mm-hmm.
that.
And one thing I want to bring up about this is, you know, kids, but
You're cutting out. What'd
watch
you say? You
do
want
a
to bring
lot of
up?
Xbox. I want to bring up that those of us who have kids that are playing Xbox and this and all this other stuff. I think right now reduced the towns because all these other
Oh, we're losing you,
kids
Crash.
can make money. Darn it!
Hold on a second, people. Okay, Crash, go ahead and repeat yourself because I think we missed that stuff.
All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. All right. So, anyways, those of us who are adults here and have children, I think it's important to think about. You know, they all play Xbox and Oculus and all this stuff. It's really important, I think, to get them into Townstar right now and help them with it, because all these play to earn games, particularly the ones on Gala, if you learn Townstar, it's going to make it a lot easier to play these other games that are super cool. Townstar kind of seems pretty simple. These other ones are just amazing, and I think the kids will love them, and they can make a lot of money doing it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just wanted to make that clear. I'm doing that with my son. I'm teaching him how to do Townstar, and he likes it. When I can get him to play it, he's like I can see his wheels turning. There's a lot of A lot of activity going on there. So,
Yeah, anyone
anyways,
I've
there's a couple.
introduced to it is they're
Yeah.
not like, oh, this game stinks or anything. They'll do it even when they don't make money at it and stuff just to start
Hmm.
out there. And that's Gala. That's what I like about them. I mean, a lot of this metaverse stuff, it's a bunch of bogus. People are not going to just go in and walk around aimlessly. We've been there and done that, man. I mean, there better be a reason to go in and plug into all this stuff. And bottom line is, for young people, it better be fun. you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Gala, that's what they do with their games. They try and make them fun, and they are. When you look at their bloodline, man, that's what they do. They know how to make games kind of that grab you. So,
Hmm.
one other thing I want to say is there is for Echoes of Empire. There's an AMA tomorrow morning, an update on that game coming out. So that'll be interesting. I think that's at like 10 tomorrow. We'll try and get some
And
news
where do you how do you listen to that? Is that
out
on
on that.
Discord or?
That one's gonna be on Discord. That's how I've discovered it, and yeah, that's gonna be. Music nodes are for sale now. You can still get them for $1,200. I don't know how long they're gonna be on sale, but you cannot set them up right away. So there's definitely some unknowns, but that sale is still going on. So,
Yeah.
anyways, just to let you guys know that.
Yeah.
And Crash. Okay, so you had some news items you wanted to talk about. What do you got going?
Yeah. Did you hear about Warren Buffett? He recently sold. I think I don't know if it's all of it, but he sold a lot of Visa and Mastercard stock, and he went and bought $1 billion worth of a crypto-friendly bank in Brazil called Nubank.
Oh, Nubank. Now, Nubank I have heard about. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, he bought $1 billion worth of their stock.
Yeah,
That tells you something there.
yeah.
That tells you something.
Yeah, that's an
I mean,
interesting
Warren.
one.
It wasn't a year ago. I think Warren Buffett was. They were him and his group were saying, "Oh, cryptocurrency. We'll never invest in that." Blah, 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 blah. And maybe they're not maybe investing directly in it, but they are certainly investing in the ecosystem that's supporting it.
Yeah, I heard another heavy hitter VC. You'd recognize him. I forget his name. I think he's Indian or Pakistani, but he's a billionaire off of
Hmm.
Facebook and stuff. And he was saying that's his number one play this year is to short and for sure get out of Visa and MasterCard. And
Hmm.
it's interesting. They've done a lot to hedge themselves with crypto, but I
Hmm.
think the exorbitant fees that they get with every transaction, that one way or another, that is going to go away.
Well, and that's not the only problem with them. Is anytime you hand your Visa or your Mastercard to somebody at a restaurant and they walk away with it, they have your whole account in their hand.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the credit card fraud is that's how it's perpetrated.
Yeah.
Um, and if you look at Asia, nobody in Asia carries a credit or debit card around anymore. It's all everything's on their phone. They just pull up a QR code and scan it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, and they are so early. Of course, Japan came out and they put regulations in. It took them 2 years to do it. They were done like 2 years ago. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous what we are doing. And it's all to stop and slow down the petrodollar and keep the system in place. That's with the big banks.
Yep.
That's what it's
Until
about.
until they got their grips on it. They want to they. I understand they want to keep the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency for the world, and that's I'm okay with
Yeah.
that to a degree.
Right. We are living in absolutely amazing times, and this stuff
Hmm.
that just keep your eye on the pulse of what's going on, people all over the world, because there's just so much going on, and a lot of it flows right through the heart of finance. So,
So, what other? I know, obviously, El Salvador has made Bitcoin legal tender. Any other states or entities that you've seen that are in the process
I
of
heard
making?
I
Yeah.
heard recently Cali is starting to look at
Yeah.
it. But I
Yeah,
don't get
I
how
saw that
they
too.
can't really make it tender though, right? Because isn't that in the Constitution that you can't have any other recognized money? I don't know how they would do it, but
Well, I think Texas is the one that could do it because of the way their constitution is set up. Because
right,
they're really kind of their own country, acting as a state.
right.
When you go back to the Texas Constitution now, um, I don't know. Who knows how they're going to do it or what they're going to do? But the Ukraine just recently passed a law on digital assets that legalizes cryptocurrency throughout the whole country. Um, they're not going to do anything to hold it back. They're going to encourage it. Um, we've heard about Arizona proposing the same thing.
Well, and
Um,
with Ukraine, Russia's pretty much doing that too, aren't they?
yeah, they're allowing it now. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they may all these countries, the big countries, you know, they're going to slow it down until they're ready, and when they're ready, they put their regulations in and they're going to let it rip.
yeah.
Um, so,
Yeah, so there's a lot
and
of that stuff going on. We'll keep you up to date on that as much as we can. What else, Crash? You
mm-hmm.
got any other stuff?
Just that Twitter has added Ethereum as a form of paying tips on the Twitter
Yeah,
platform.
that's a really big deal, right? And it's after Dorsey left because it wouldn't have happened with him. He's all Bitcoin all day.
Mm-hmm.
So that wouldn't have happened. I don't know how many people are going to use that because with Twitter it's just expensive, or with Ethereum it's just expensive and
Mm-hmm.
kind of a nuisance in some ways. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, we were looking at Songbird. Did you have another one yet, Crash? Or
No, 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 no. That's
okay,
well, I guess just that ADA, Cardano, when it hit 95, one of the big whales bought over 5 million ADA tokens.
yeah, it's at
So, it's been
92.45 now.
yeah, it's been flat for a year, but there's whales that are buying it right now at this price.
Right, and again, that one over since the last crypto winter, that was at 2 cents. So I mean, that thing can be flat for a couple years, and you still have huge return on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and I think what did it get
Well,
over $3 or something?
well, no, the 1 year number is negative 15%
Yeah, but
for the
what was
one
the
year.
peak of that token?
Oh, geez, let's see.
I think it was in the
All
three.
time, $3.39, $3
Right. Yeah, so it's been
$3.07. Yeah, just over $3. And
that's
so
another way to play
it's down
crypto
what?
is the volatility, man. They
It's
are
down
volatile.
down 66%.
Right. Seems like
Mm-hmm.
some of the alts are starting to wake up just a little bit. Of course, Bitcoin's kind of formed a base here, so we'll see. Oh, the other tell though, Tether 79 billion and USDC 52 billion. So that gap's kind of being closed a little bit with USDC and Tether.
Yeah, they just keep creeping up, 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 up. Number 3
Yeah.
and number 5.
Yeah, and I think this week we have the presidential orders, the executive orders that are coming out. And did you hear much about those, Crash?
A little bit. Yeah, that Biden's talking about.
Yeah, I heard he's basically going to say, okay, guys, seriously take a look at this stuff, which they've already done that. I mean, really? Okay.
He's just posturing.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just posturing, and now they're going to, bottom line is Congress has to get to work and make laws around this. And if they don't, we'll get passed up. And I don't think they'll let us get passed up. I really don't.
I hope not. I'm not going to get past them.
Yeah, and as far as cryptos go, I mean, they could say the USDC is the US's CBDC, and they'd instantly have the biggest coin on the market. I don't see the Chinese yuan out as a CBDC like they said it was going to be. Oh, everyone's going to adopt that. I don't see that.
It's going to be bad. They're backing it with gold now.
Yeah, sure they are. You're going to believe that? I mean, China lies about
Oh,
everything.
oh, come on. What do you?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
What?
right.
What?
Yeah, that's true. They are.
Of course they are.
I'm joking. Yeah, it'll be backed 1-to-1, right? 100%.
Well, they probably have all of our gold by now.
They might. Yeah.
They've got a ton of gold.
There's so many issues. Okay, so
And yeah,
last
go
thing
ahead.
for me, because we're gonna wrap this show up quickly, people. Crass, you got something on your mind? What do you got?
Nope. Next time.
Okay. All right. So many of you out there are Songbird holders from when you got it from XRP and Flare. I guess Flare Network really you got that from, but so that thing is at 6.2 cents. But remember now, you can get coin every week from delegating. And I found something interesting. I'm going to link a video actually to this. Actually, 1 second here. Here we go, people. These guys are good. All about Songbird.
Turn it down.
Welcome back, Flare community. Today we're going to talk about the meteoric rise in rewards at the very start of this particular epoch. That's Epoch 22. So if we jump over to Twitter, we can see here that Gene, who actually does a lot of analysis on the on-chain data for Songbird, we can see that the rewards for this particular epoch started very high. And we can just have a quick look at this, and you will see that there is this sharp decline. Now, in previous epochs, it's the exact same story. You can see this sharp decline at the start, and then it begins to level off and become a little bit more flat, something a little bit more predictable. So the question is, what causes this initial burst in reward rate? And that's what we're going to dig into a little bit today. So if we jump over to Flare Metrics, they have this incredible, a dashboard which gives you an insight to some of the metrics of the Songbird network. And the most important one that I want to highlight today is this one here, the expired rewards. So for those of you who don't know, every week you can claim rewards from Songbird by participating in the FTSO system. Now, there is actually an expiration date for these rewards, and that is after 14 weeks. Now, you may be wondering what happens to the rewards after this period. Well, they don't get burnt or anything like that. What actually happens is these rewards get appended to the very first day of the epoch, and this is why we have this particular pattern here, where all of these expired rewards are actually distributed during the first day of the new epoch. So this extra boost of around 35% was actually provided by the expired rewards. So this video is not for the sole purpose of telling you why or where these expired rewards come from, but it's also a gentle reminder to actually claim them on a frequent basis. Now, I personally claim them every week, but the longest you should wait is 14 epochs or around 90 days time.
Okay, people. So just a heads up on that. It's, the more we go on with all this stuff, it's performance based. So if you don't go get your rewards, you're going to get dinged. If you do, you're going to get rewarded more. So that's kind of the bottom line with that. Just wanted to kind of get that out there for you Songbird holders. Keep that in mind. I was thinking it was because people were dumping Songbird and there were less people holding it.
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought.
it's actually about these rewards. So
people are collecting the rewards, but they're not claiming them.
yeah, they're not claiming them. You have 14 weeks to claim them. If you don't claim them, if you forget about them, they disappear.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad I've been doing it every week.
Yeah.
I have a couple like this that I just every Saturday morning I go in and claim and pick up rewards.
Yeah, you're being diligent. I mean, that's what you got to do with all this stuff, you know. Same with nodes like with Gala. I mean, the more it's moving performance based, and if you don't have enough CPU or memory or any of that stuff, you know, you're gonna not get as many rewards. That's how this stuff. Same with, you know, Town Star. If you don't go in and play it, you're not gonna get your rewards. You know, any of this stuff. It's they're moving away from just giving away free money now. You're part of a network and you got to support the network one way or another. You know. And
yeah, same with airdrops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean with airdrops? What do you?
Well, I mean, like on Zoom, the XRP ledger. There's a huge ecosystem being built on XRP. I think I've gotten 23 airdrops in the last 2 months, 3 months.
Right.
And but the more of them that I'm looking at, there's more things you have to do before you qualify.
What do you mean?
Well, they want you to come in and I don't know. There's just different things.
Okay. They want some information from you.
Yeah, they want different things. They want you to come back every week and do this or that, or you can they'll have 4 or 5 airdrops over a several month period, but to keep getting them, you have to add to your coins or something like that.
Yeah, yep. And DeFi is going the same way. Like DeFi airdrops, if you haven't been part of the network, you might not get an airdrop if you haven't been active in some way, shape, or form. I've heard some of them going that direction too. So
yeah,
it is. I mean, crypto. It's truly a different asset class, and part of it is you're holding up a network. Whichever one you're in, you're holding up a
participate.
network. Yep.
Yeah, just like for example, many of us know crypto.com, and if you want to get their prepaid Visa card, you need to stake Crow, and they use that to run their operations.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Staking and these play to earn games now are realizing, we got to build in some form of staking because otherwise people just come in and it's the whales. It's the rich get richer. They come in. They'll buy the most expensive NFTs. Sure, I'll drop 100,000 on NFT, and it's going to pay out 100,000 every 3-4 months, and then they just dump. You know, so the smart game makers, I think, are making it so that it's fun and so that even the little guy or the kid, or they can come in and actually have fun and make a little money.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting. You brought this up earlier that they're hiring economists. So if you're a young person and you're like looking at becoming an economist, I'd be looking at these platforms. This is the future. You could be an economist in the virtual world.
Yeah. I think it's actually gonna rejuvenate that career path because when you look at the need for it out there, boy, it's out there. I thought Gala was gonna hire one, and they have more than 5, and I think they're still looking, man. I mean, it's because each game needs its own, and then you have the interoperability aspect of it. You are really creating these economies.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, all right, people, don't forget this is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. We are back, Crash, and we're going to do more of these and have some fun with it.
Let's do it. Everybody enjoy your day and live in the present. And God bless you all.
Yep, we'll talk to you real soon. Do the right thing. See ya.